Hey there. So, we're going through our shadow work as we are working through our energy system and specifically exploring the shadow aspects of the 7 chakras, going through each chakra. The first one is the root chakra, often represented with the color red. And this is literally, think of the root of a tree, which is what connects the tree to the ground. But it's the first because the root system is what grows first. So when we are talking about your root chakra, the conscious aspects of the root chakra, it's the aspects of yourself that connect you with your material world. And in this energy center, when your root chakra is in alignment, you have a healthy connection with this physical material world. You have a well integrated sense of being in this material world. So you're not like psychotic or crazy or insane, because your sense of connection to this physical realm is strong. Think about the tree that is literally rooted into the ground and it is finding nourishment from the soil. And I want you to imagine right now, coming from the base of your spine, going down your legs and into the earth. That is essentially what your root chakra is doing. It's connecting you with this physical, material world. The unconscious aspect of this is the fact that you may not have a conscious feeling of being connected to this world. Parts of you may be lost in your childhood. A big aspect of people that disintegrates their root chakra is in their childhood. When they were forming and developing their sense of self, they were not really able to ground themselves properly in terms of having a solid identity that's grounded in this physical expression of themselves. And this can be through abuse, particularly sexual abuse or physical abuse, having your body violated, having your soul disrespected, having aspects of yourself not being seen or recognized as being valid and true, or as being welcome into this world. That then disconnects you from really finding nourishment in this world. And what can happen to people like this is that you then become an energy vampire, because you don't know how to connect properly with this earth and find your nourishment in this world in a way that is connected. You then try to find energy from other people because you don't know how to self-source in a healthy way. I literally want you to imagine that tree that is connected to the soil. That tree can find nourishment from that soil, and then also find nourishment from the sun, and nourishment from the air, and nourishment from its innermost being, its true potential as that tree. But without that rooting, the sun, the air, and its innermost being can't really manifest it as a solid tree. So when you are not properly grounded, you then become vampiric in your ways. You want to take from other people because you don't believe in your own ability to find nourishment for your own life. And this can lead to a deep sense of insecurity within this world. You feel like you're afraid that someone is going to take your sense of sustenance here. You can become codependent on other people as your source because you don't believe that you can fully sustain yourself in this material world. And you may be thinking, well, I can barely sustain myself because my job doesn't pay me enough, or my partner doesn't give me a high enough allowance, or whatever you are going through. But I want you to just explore the idea of yourself having the full energetic capacity within your root system to be able to not only be grounded in this world, but to find nourishment in this world and to be secure in that grounding. Now, I'm not telling you to go hug a tree. You can if you want to, but I'm just not telling you to. What I'm saying is use the tree as your analogy to understand that you too have roots. There's a connection with this earth where you begin to trust that the earth herself can give you the nourishment that you need. And when you don't trust that, you can then slip into things like greed. You want to hoard things because you don't trust in the natural cycle of your nourishment. Or you don't play nice with those around you because you don't understand that everyone here needs to nourish just like you do. So when you take more than what you need, you're depriving others because you don't have the true connection with the earth herself, the mother in this physical dimension. But because we're talking about an energy system, I'm talking about having an integrated root chakra energy system where you feel secure in your ability to nourish yourself in this physical material world. How you get to that point is, first of all, becoming conscious of yourself in this physical world and not seeing yourself as your ego or your image, but seeing yourself as a soul in your body having this physical experience in this physical world. And then developing the sense of trust that the earth that you are existing in has the capacity to nourish you to health and wellness in terms of whatever that means for you. So what you can do with this integration process is a mini meditation, but it's more of a visualization. You don't need to sit anywhere special or put your body in a special position, but it's a meditation in the form of visualization, in the sense that throughout the day, I want you to just take a moment and envision your roots going into the earth. And then I want you to feel the earth nourishing you with her life force. And I want you to feel that energy going into your body and allow that to help you feel secure in your ability to be nourished in this world. This is not about then tomorrow you're going to get money in your bank account. No, because if your root chakra is still operating in your shadow, you're still going to feel insecure. No money is going to make you feel secure when your root system is not grounded in this material world. So you'll find that even when money comes in, the first feeling that you'll get, instead of feeling secure, is insecure, because you're always going to need more money, and that's just the nature of things. But the earth knows that you will need fruit next summer, and she'll produce them even though she'll go through her winter. When you learn to be secure in your root system, you'll understand the cycles of life, and you won't be so thrown off by the seasons that you go through and defining yourself through lack and insecurity. You'll accept that this is a season of winter, but that summer is coming. Why? Because that's how the earth works. She works in seasons and she works in cycles. So you don't need to be greedy and you don't need to be vampiric, because that's just perpetuating your cycle of feeling insecure in this world. What you can do is learn to ground your root system into this earth and allow her life force to come into your energetic body and allow that to nourish you. you'll begin to develop a sense of trust in this world that you're going to be okay. So that when the money does come in, you become wise with it. Whereas when you're insecure, when money comes in, you're going to make choices that reflect your insecurity. You're going to make your fear-based choices, and you're not even going to realize that you may be not making the wisest choices with what you have, because you always feel insecure because you're not grounded in the earth. When you're grounded and you get that trust, when money comes in, you have a sense of trust that more money will come in at a different point. And with this money, you can then be wise. Whatever that means for you, I'm not going to dictate your money. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm merely talking about the impact of an integrated root chakra is that you do feel more secure, so that when you receive in your material world, you don't feel that insecure feeling about the material things that you're receiving. Because in your root chakra, you feel secure in this physical reality, and you are at peace with the flow of energy. You understand that having fruits in summer doesn't mean that you're not going to be bare in winter. And being bare in winter doesn't mean that you're not going to bloom in spring. And withering in autumn does not mean that you're dying. It means that you're regenerating. And when you can flow like that, you will feel more secure in this material earth plane, physically. So when you receive physical material things, and you will receive them from the secure aspect of yourself, when you are integrating this aspect of your shadow, you will respond differently when your root chakra is integrated and not operating in the shadow aspects unconsciously. So just to recap, the root chakra is the energy center that helps you connect with the physical material realm in this earth. Just like a tree has the root system that connects that tree, but it is the first system that forms, because when the seed forms into a tree, it grows its roots first. It needs to nourish. So it's so important to establish your connection with the earth, the material earth you live in. And to do that, you imagine your own root system from your body coming into the earth who is equipped to nourish you as a natural human being. And you learn to feel that connection with her life force going into you, nourishing your energy center. And when you establish that connection and you make a practice of connecting, you will begin to feel secure in your ability to be nourished in this material world. And you'll begin to trust in the cycles of this material world. Because nothing is always summer and nothing is always winter. But when you have an insecure energy because your root chakra is off and you're not grounded in this material reality, you don't know how to flow in the different seasons. And therefore, you are insecure and unable to ground anything material into this world. So to help you integrate that, learn to consciously connect with the earth herself in terms of your energy center. Then you will trust in her ability to nourish you. And when you receive things, you will receive it from a more secure standing and understanding in the cyclical nature of this earth.